Hi everyone, this is Miss Salone. I'm going to be reading you a story called Whose Home Is This? It's an informational story about nature. It's written by Jolie K. Stevens. So the author is Jolie K. Stevens. I'm going to give you some background on this story. Background says, some animals live in homes called nests. Others live in homes called hives. Some animals in the ocean live in shells. There are many kinds of animal homes. So our purpose for reading this is to find out which animals live in these homes. Which animal lives in which home? So Whose Home Is This? By Jolie K. Stevens. Why do animals need homes? Animals need homes just like we do to stay safe and warm. Look at the pictures of animal homes on the next few pages. Can you guess what kind of animal might live in each home? I want you to answer this question. I want you to go back and look at that page 23. How are animals and people alike? Use details from the text to write your answer below. So how are animals and people alike? This home is up high. Many animals make their nests in trees. These nests are made from things animals can find close by. Things such as leaves, twigs, moss, or feathers are used in nests. Who lives here? This nest looks like a pile of dead leaves and branches. It is an animal's home. Now you're going to reread the page 24 or go back and listen to it again. What detail lets you know why this home is up high? You're going to write it below. So I want you guys writing these questions, restating the question. So it would say, the detail that lets me know why this home is up high is. Remember, restate the question. Some squirrels live in trees. Birds are not the only animals that live in nests. A large cluster or bunch of leaves and twigs high in a tree might be a squirrel's nest. Baby squirrels can stay in the nest for up to 10 weeks. A squirrel might use a nest for a few months or even a few years. Sometimes squirrels will build more than one nest and use them all. Squirrels have large, strong claws that help them climb and jump. You're going to reread that page. How long might a squirrel use its home? And you're going to write it. So the way we would restate that is, a squirrel might use its home for, and then you will write how long it would use its home for. We really need to practice our restating questions. This home is busy. There are thousands of small insects that live and work together in this tree. This insect is often called busy because it's always working. Who lives here? These insects are building their home. Answer the question, why is this home busy? This home is busy because, restating the question to answer. Bees work together in a hive. A beehive is made up of parts called combs. Bees make the combs out of wax from their own bodies. The cells, or small spaces near the edge of the comb, hold honey. So these are the cells. The cells in the middle are where the queen bee lays the eggs. Some bees look after the hive. Other bees collect nectar from flowers to make their food or honey. A beehive is a very busy place. Answer the question, what are two things that are in the cells in a beehive? Write them below. To restate it, the two things that are in the cells of a beehive are, and you will write the two things. This home can move from place to place. There are many kinds of animals that live in or near the ocean. Can you guess what kind of animal might live in a shell? Who lives here? Let's see. An empty shell like this one was once home for an animal. What kind of home is this telling about? Remember, restate. The kind of home that this page is telling about is. Hermit crabs carry their homes with them. A hermit crab does not have a hard shell. It uses another animal's shell for cover. When an animal gives up its shell, a hermit crab may use it for its own. When a crab grows too large for its shell, it will molt or cast off the old shell. Then it will get a new one. Would you like to live in a shell? The hermit crabs along the shore can be very shy around people, so they curl up in their shells. Now this is a short response question. How is a squirrel's home or a bee's home different from a hermit crab's home? Write it below. So again, you're going to restate the question. A squirrel's home is different from a hermit crab's home, or a bee's home is different from a hermit crab's home, and you're going to answer the question. Okay, that's it for today's reading. You can go back and listen to this again to answer your questions. What I would like is for all of you to answer your questions with numbers. Write the date at the top. Today is 4-1-20 or April 1st, 2020. It's actually April Fool's Day. I want you to answer each question, and then I would like for your parents to take a picture of it with their camera or with whatever they have, and they can turn it into me on the class dojo so that I can see your answers and I can actually give you guys a grade. So please do your work. 6-step phonics, listening to the decodable reader, and answering these questions. Thank you. I'm trying to get you ready for 3rd grade. I will see you guys at 1 o'clock.